This is the Ford Puma, a car that has been around for some time but is new to the South African streets. And at the end of this video, you'll be able to decide whether it is worth its price tag. Welcome to my channel. In 2019, Ford introduced the Puma to its European market, and I remember seeing the reviews back then and asking myself when it will be gracing our shores. Well, 4 years later, it is here and it competes with the likes of the Omoda C5, VW Taigo, T-Cross, and the Haval Jolion, all of which have a way cheaper starting price than the Puma. In Europe, the Puma comes in 4 or so variants and in different engine types. But in South Africa, we're only getting 2 variants which share the same engine. The one on your screens is the top spec ST line Vignale, which starts at 614,000, and the Titanium, which retails for 570,000. The Puma has this cute but odd look to it. When looking at it, I could only think to compare it with the previous generation Sportage, but because of its compact size, it looks a bit better. I've heard other people say that it looks like a baby Porsche Cayenne, which kind of makes sense when you look at the headlamps. Both models come standard with LED daytime running lights and front fog lamps. The only thing I noticed is that the ST line's indicators are integrated into the LED lights, while the Titanium has designated indicator lights. It has a cool looking side profile, with both models coming standard with foldable heated side mirrors which have integrated side indicators. The Titanium comes standard with these okay looking 17-inch alloys, while the ST line comes standard with these stylish looking 18-inch alloys. The Puma has one of those rears which would have you looking back after it passes you, and you'd still feel impressed. I'm just disappointed by this fake exhaust design. Like honestly, if a car is as stylish as this one, you either integrate the real exhausts or you just remove the illusion of the exhausts like they did in the Titanium. When you open the door of the Puma, you are instantly reminded of the Fiesta. This is even more evident when you look at the interior of the Titanium, which is just a spitting image of the outgoing Ford Fiesta. The ST line comes standard with this 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, which displays this cool image of the Puma to just remind you of what car you're driving. Both models come standard with this 8-inch touch infotainment system with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, as well as a navigation system. In the ST line, by pressing this button on the side of the front seat, you are then able to control your driver and passenger massage settings from the touch infotainment system. The Titanium is equipped with 6 speakers, while the ST line comes standard with a 10-speaker plus subwoofer B&O sound system. Both models of the Puma come standard with an automatic climate control, 2 USB ports, Type A and Type C, 2 12V sockets with the other one being in the boot, and a wireless charging pad. It comes with 2 illuminated cup holders as well as a center armrest, and in the center armrest you'll find a storage tray and also the other USB port, the Type C. I haven't mentioned the reverse camera because it is an optional extra for both variants, and it honestly baffles me because imagine paying 600,000 rands for a car that doesn't have a reverse camera. Yeah, ne? Both models of the Puma have illuminated driver and passenger vanity mirrors. In terms of the steering wheel, both models get a leather-covered multifunction steering and cruise control with a speed limiter as standard. You'll have to cough up a bit extra if you want to get the adaptive cruise control system. Lane keep assist as well as lane departure warning is standard in both variants. Optional extras include front parking sensors, an active park assist, and a blind spot monitoring system. The Puma has a remote central locking system, keyless entry, and keyless stop start. All models are equipped with 6 airbags, which are dual, side, and curtain airbags. In the ST line, you have an option of fitting your car with a panoramic sunroof, and I personally love this type of sunroof. And as we look at the sunroof doing its sunroof things, don't forget to click the subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. When coming to the back seats, you won't find anything out of the ordinary. Leg room and knee room is okay, but because of the sloping back, I feel like the taller passengers, being people above 6 foot, will struggle with headroom. And back here, surprisingly, you don't get any rear air vents or USB ports. I like the fact that the rear passengers also get their own sunshade, which they can open and close as they please. The Puma has quite a sizable boot, coming in at 456 liters. And just when you thought that's all the space you get, you are greeted by the Mega Box, which is a space right where you'd expect to find your spare wheel. It is made of hard material, so your spare wheel is still protected. Then underneath that, you will find your 16-inch space saver spare wheel. The Puma comes standard with a 4-year 120,000 kilometer warranty. And in terms of the service plan, it is optional, meaning that you'll have to pay extra for it. It only comes in a 7-speed automatic engine producing 92 kilowatts of power and 170 newton meters of torque. Ford claims that the Puma averages 5.3 liters per 100 kilometers. This here is the typical monthly cost of ownership with the petrol price and interest at the current rates. Feel free to pause this video to look at it in detail. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget to click the like button and go through my catalog of videos to enjoy more variant-based car reviews.